top 6 storylines from 2026 NFL season. So, guys, me and Rod are going to go back and forth. We both have 3 storylines that we think are going to define the 2026 NFL season. So, and we'll go back and forth. You give yours, I give mine, and then we'll get to 6. So, Rod, what is your first storyline that you think is going to be one of the defining things of the 2026 season, my brother?
All right, Herbie. First storyline of 2026 that I'm looking forward to looking at, Herbie. For the Ravens, life after Harbaugh. Herbie, here's the thing, man. And there's another guy from this draft class that I'm probably referencing, which is a bit of a spoiler alert. But the first guy I'm referencing in this class is Lamar, Herbie. We just watched Sam Darnold with the Seattle Seahawks win a Super Bowl in a draft that had Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, dude.
That's
All right.
crazy.
Out of all of those guys, Sam is the guy who is holding up a trophy, right, at the end of a season. So, Herbie, now, everybody was talking. Now, it's funny because John Harbaugh, Herbie, as the Ravens head coach, because of the Super Bowl that he won years ago, had a lot of cachet for a long time.
Right.
And his teams were always good. They were usually pretty good defensive teams. In these recent years, seems like the locker room wasn't responding to him as much. Ravens haven't been as good. And Ravens fans have been they were so ready to get rid of Harbaugh. Like I know a Ravens fan who they were so ready to give him the boot. And now, Herbie, all the pressure is now on Lamar Jackson. Herbie, I've probably for the past maybe 3 years, and y'all might even be able to go back on this channel and see. I've probably picked the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl like 3 years straight.
3 years straight. Every time.
I've been waiting for
the definition
Lamar,
of insanity.
Bro, I've been waiting for Lamar and the Ravens to finally get, because Lamar is from South Florida. He's from Pompano. He's from the crib. So of course, I want to root for the South Florida kid. You feel me? Especially since my South Florida team often disappoints. But Herbie, at the end of the day, and that's a funny comment. The ghost.
It is. It's pretty funny.
Herbie, at the end of the day, Herbie, one of the top storylines I'm looking forward to in 2026. How do the Ravens look no longer under John Harbaugh? This is now a team under new coaching leadership. This is now 100% Lamar's trained to drive. What you going to do about it, buddy? The excuses, we can't have them anymore. We can't.
We cannot. All right, so let me get my first storyline. So it's going to be storyline number 2. Who is going to be QB1 in the Georgia Dome? Rod, there is a brewing QB competition in Atlanta, and it involves somebody that you are keenly familiar with, bro. So we are bringing 2 fan bases together, 2 down rotten prophecy, self-fulfilling prophecy of doom and destruction coming together, bro. We got Tua Tagovailoa battling Michael I'm broken everyday Penix for QB1 under the stewardship of Kevin Stefanski. This is gonna be, Rod, lightning is gonna strike the Georgia, the Mercedes-Benz Dome, bro. I just know it, dog. You can't have both of these things colliding at the same time, bro. Like this is
the bum fights of quarterback. like you got Herbie, you got 2 guys that if they take a hit, you're screwed. Which means you have the possibility of losing both guys in the same game.
Where's Shad at, man? Shad, you gotta explain this. If Shad, you in the chat, bro, please,
Hey, but you
explain.
know what, though, Herbie? And it was funny because, and this is the funny thing. This is the funny thing about Tua, bro. I saw somebody. I don't know how true this was. I didn't look at the validity of it, but I seen someone share a supposed quote from Kevin Stefanski talking about how Tua's accuracy is a God-given ability, and I was thinking to myself, Herbie, I was like, man, wouldn't it be funny if Tua could just remain healthy in Atlanta and actually and is actually back to full health? Because part of the reason why he had to go for me, Herbie, was the guy looked broken at times during last season. Tua just didn't look the same. Looked like his hip was bothering him. He just didn't look the same for most of the season. But Herbie, this quarterback battle between these 2 guys is so fascinating to me because you have 2 guys who are literally the same guy. Left-handed quarterbacks who are accurate that get hurt.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So the funny thing, and Kevin Stefanski, bro, like I tried to shoot Bell in regards to it, him not understanding just when to shut the hell up when he did it in Cleveland. You are, whether it's by your design or not, you are in a QB battle. You cannot give the statement that Tua has God given accuracy, innate ability to throw the ball. You can't give that statement, dog. Your quarterback is the 8th overall pick, fam. And
Ridiculous.
he's already behind the 8 ball. This is a new system. This is a new coaching staff. Your actual QB of the future that you drafted 8 overall when you already had $100 million quarterback on the roster in Kirk Cousins. So you are invested to make Michael Penix start. He's already behind the 8 ball. He's not going to be ready till basically August. He's gonna miss. He already missed minicamp. He's gonna miss minicamp. He's gonna miss OTAs. He more than likely is gonna miss training camp. Tua is getting all of the advantages. He's getting all of the reps. And then you got the nerve to say, yeah, bro, this shit is God given what he could do. What are you doing? What
Kevin
are you
Stefanski, he's just a messy guy, man. He's just dating back to the Browns, man. He's just messy, man. And
it's
shout out to Richie
insane.
Rich, man.
Shout out to Richie Rich, man. We gonna definitely get you on the show, fam, for sure. We definitely need we trying to connect with everybody. So we got some AFC West fans, so they not gonna like that you a Broncos, but we support everybody, man. So we gonna get you on. All right, Rod, your next storyline, my brother. Storyline number 3.
Storyline number 3, Herbie, and I'm gonna switch over to another conference real quick, man. I'll save my favorite point for last. For this one, Herbie, given the way the Seahawks looked this past season, and here's the thing about the NFC, Herbie, the NFC has had a history, especially these past couple decades, of there's never really been, the Eagles have actually been the team, maybe between them and the 49ers, that have come closest to being kind of like the team of the conference. But the guy who comes out kind of differentiates throughout all the years, as opposed to the AFC where you had Tom Brady or Peyton or Ben Roethlisberger or the one time Joe Flacco came out, like, or Mahomes. Like, the AFC has kind of been dominated. In the NFC, Herbie, I think a new superpower, I think a new powerhouse will end up being the Chicago Bears. The Bears.
Interesting.
The Bears.
Elaborate, sir.
Well,
Elaborate.
here's the thing, Herbie. When you look at the way the Bears improved under year 1
Yes.
of Ben Johnson, you look at how creative and how explosive the offense was at time. You see the development of Caleb Williams with just 1 year of him under the books, and their defense was actually much better than anticipated, and I expect that to continue into this season. I like their draft. I think the Bears, of any of the teams in the NFC, have a pretty bright future. And listen, they're in a tough division because you still have the Lions, you still have the Vikings, you still have Green Bay. They're in one of the few divisions, Herbie, where conceivably almost all those teams could be playoff teams. But Herbie, I feel good about the Bears, man. I feel really good about their prospects given the way things went last season. And there is potential, Herbie, considering we've seen the NFC get tossed around.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Get tossed around, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's buffet food. But at the end of the day, man, I think the Chicago Bears might be the ones next up.
All right. So I absolutely agree. Listen, the funny thing about this, bro, like Caleb Williams is, if Caleb Williams reaches his full potential, then it's gonna be like a movie. Because good, bad, or indifferent, it is must-see TV when Caleb Williams is on TV. He might throw 3 picks, or he might make the greatest throw you've ever seen in your life, dog. Everything is on the table with that guy, bro. So it is going to be very interesting. All right, number 4 storyline. So I'm up next. This one is for my people up in Boston, the Massachusetts area. You feel me? I have this to say. Mike Vrabel is destined to have the coaching year from hell. That's it. That's it. Every single stadium that Mike Vrabel is going to go into is going to be so loud, so obnoxious, so nasty. He's going to hear every slur, every joke. There's going to be signs. They're going to blow up pictures of him kissing Diana Russini, them holding hands. Like, people are going to sneak those signs into these games. There's not a single stadium in America that he can escape this. And then on top of that, what makes it worse, Look at the first 4 games that the Patriots are going to play. They got the Seahawks, then they got the Steelers, then they got the Jags, then they got the Bills. They get a reprieve with the Raiders. They get another reprieve with the Jets, and then they got to play the Bears.
Stop
So,
it.
Rod, there's potential for them to not win that many games, which is going to make it even worse. Which is like they have to go undefeated. Like they have to go 5-6 to quiet people down. If they go 2-4 or they start the season out 0-3, do you know how bad it's gonna be?
Oh, that noise gonna get loud. That
It's
noise is
gonna
gonna get
be so loud. Like, dog, it's gonna be to the point where he gotta tell his wife and kids, bro, just turn the TV off, dog. I don't want y'all to be a part of that. I don't want y'all to see. I don't want y'all to go through that. No coach in NFL history is about to get the experience that this guy's about to get, dog. Like, there's nobody, bro. And I got to get to this this one right here. Tua does have God-given accuracy. He accurately finds himself in the hospital bed. Come on, man. Come on, man.
damn,
Come
Richie
on,
Rich.
man.
That is ice cold.
Cold. All right, Rod. Number 5 storyline, brother.
Herbie, number 5 storyline, and it's funny that you mentioned one of my AFC East rivals, coach. So I'm going to mention one of my AFC rivals, quarterbacks, Herbie, or really just the team in itself, because obviously it's him plus 21 other guys plus the whole
Right.
53-man roster who goes to the Super Bowl. But Herbie, given what happened in Herbie, the fact that the Buffalo Bills allowed the New England, and I'm blaming the Bills, Herbie, because they should have been the Broncos. And when I say they should have been the Broncos, Richie Rich, understand, I was rooting for the Broncos, and the Broncos did win the game, but your boy got hurt. It killed me. Bo got hurt. And
Yeah,
then,
man.
and
Tough.
when Bo got hurt, Herbie, I told myself, fuck, what was the point of the Broncos winning if they're just gonna get their backup go against the Patriots?
That
I
was
was
tough.
so hurt last year, Herbie. But the point that I'm making, Herbie, we've been talking about, and when I say we, everyone has been talking about how
Everyone.
Josh Allen is the best player in football. He recently won an MVP 2 years ago. Like, this is a guy who finally the road, I'm literally the Red Sea opened for him because he had no Mahomes, he had no Lamar, he had no Joe Burrow, none of the other top quarterbacks in the AFC. He was the top quarterback going into the playoffs with his team, which the Bills were a good team, right? And they go on against the Broncos. Bo Nix and them boys put in work just for my man Bo to get hurt. But Bills, put up or shut up. Like,
Yeah.
it's time. Now, but Herbie, before, the thing was, oh, he keeps running into Mahomes. The Bills just have bad luck. If it not from no more excuses, Herbie. Now Mahomes is
None.
possibly going to be back. The Broncos, I'm sure, will be another playoff team, so you might run into them again for part 3 of your playoff battle. And
We
the
don't want
Ravens,
to hear that. We don't. You want to know why I don't want to hear that? Tom Brady had to go through Peyton Manning. Tom Brady had to go through Aaron Rodgers, dog. Like Tom Brady had to go through Ben Roethlisberger, bro. If you like that, you have to go through the guys, bro. And
you got to.
and they got one off of Tom. Ben got 2. Peyton got 1. We not counting that other Peyton one. No, we not doing that. Peyton got 1. So Peyton got 1. Ben got 2. Like there's no excuse, bro.
But
Especially
look
after
at
last year.
Herbie. Look at even Drew Brees, a guy who never won an MVP, who was never an All Pro. Drew Brees' playoff run. He goes head to head with Kurt Warner. He goes head to head with Brett Favre after Brett Favre one of his best seasons as a quarterback. And then
Yep.
he goes and beats Peyton Manning and the Colts in the Super Bowl. Like, Herbie, you're not gonna get to a Super Bowl and win one without getting through the best of the best, and you didn't even have that
Yeah.
the last postseason.
Nah, facts.
So
Facts.
Bills, put up or shut up, man. It's time for the Bills to make it out the AFC, Herbie, or we might as well just put them as a fart in the wind.
All right, man. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and close it off with my number 3 and the 6th storyline of the 2026 season that might define the season as a whole, bro. What's the point of the 2026 Steelers, bro? Please, what is the point of the 2026 Steelers? Like, why do they even exist? Like, and the reason why I say that is football is not basketball. Football is not hockey. Football is not soccer. Football is not tennis. It's not none of these sports. You can't announce that you're retiring before the season. You are that's you're actually like that's basically saying I gave up before the season started. He's not. You think Aaron? You think
Herbie, I think it
Hey,
cut out
bro.
again, my boy.
Lord have mercy.
No, I
Nah,
hear
man. Hold
you.
on. Give me a second.
Yeah,
We good?
yeah. I hear you through the computer. And to True
God
Blazer,
dang
you
it.
said rookie head coach in Buffalo. Listen, I get it. I get it that they've had transition. There's no more McDermott, but dude, how many excuses are we gonna keep giving a guy, right? How many?
all right?
How
You
many?
good? We get me now.
Yeah, you good now. You back
You
on
get me
point.
now.
Yeah,
Okay. All
yeah.
right. So back to what I was saying. Aaron Rodgers ain't taking no hits from nobody. Aaron Rodgers is not. He's throwing quick screens. He's throwing slants. He's not doing like you already mentally checked out by announcing that you're retiring next year. Like, you already mentally checked out, and then make it to add injury to insult. Your head coach is Mike Nothing Burger McCarthy. Like, what's the point of the 2026 Steelers,
Bro,
fam?
bro,
Like,
I'm
seriously.
so used to Mike Tomlin being their coach. I completely forgot that McCarthy is their coach, bro. I completely forgot about that. Oh, Lord.
And this is the worst part about this season, right? So you're gonna have a quarterback that's already mentally checked out. No matter how hard, like, no matter what he says, he's mentally checked out, and you cannot be mentally checked out at the game of football. You can't half heart this stuff. There is no what's it called a tour for football players, bruh. Like, you give it all your all, and then you retire, and then you walk into a sunset. You don't go into the season saying, "Yeah, this is my last season," especially at quarterback, right? Like,
Right,
what
right,
we talking about, right? And then you have a bunch of people that are working for two different things. This is a veteran laden team. They're they should be good or strive to be good.
right.
But that's the reason why they are in this carousel. Think about this, right? On the Steelers roster right now, these are their quarterbacks. They have Aaron Rodgers, who is 70 years old.
He put in
They
his two
have
weeks already.
who already put his 2 weeks in. They have
Yeah.
Will Howard. They have Drew Aller. They have no future or no present. They don't got nobody. So it is going to be so funny to watch a team that is fighting against what it's supposed to do. They brought the gang back together, and they want to lose. Like, listen, it is going to be so fascinating to watch the 2026 Steelers, bro. Because I think DK Metcalf is getting off on somebody, man. DK Metcalf gonna punch somebody in the face. Like, Cam Hayward probably gonna fight the offensive lineman, bro. It's gonna be a disaster, bro. I can't wait.
Oh,
I
that boy
cannot wait.
Shad. Hey, Shad. Hey,
Shad,
that's one of
man.
the
Shad, we
storylines.
was waiting for you, bro. You was one of the storylines, man. You got a QB battle going down there in Mercedes
Hey, he got
Benz,
one of his
man.
as the Stefanski versus the Falcons fans.
They are you already getting the full experience down there, dog. You already getting the full experience, bro.